Welcome back to the Jack Sparrow channel. I am, of course, Jack. And I want to weigh in a little bit on this whole Disney, Star Wars, Boba Fett, Slave One, Starship thing. And isn't it just silly? It really is silly. Oh, as an aside, completely off topic, they tell me that it's my patriotic duty to pay taxes, right? It's for the infrastructure, they said. It's for the roads, they said. Well, I drive on roads in my fair town that most of them feel like they ought to be more suitable in a country such as Afghanistan. Where's all that tax money going if it's not going to the roads like they said? I don't know. Anyway, Disney, they are the beacon and the pinnacle of values, integrity, morality, and they look out for the best of us. Let's recap the things that they are very, very value and virtuous about. They say we don't have enough representation in our movies. We don't have enough representation in Star Wars. There hasn't been any strong female characters in Star Wars. Let's give them one. We need that. It's important. There hasn't been any representation of people of color in Star Wars. We're fixing that. We got that. We need other representation. People who might be gay or might think there's something else that they're maybe not. We need that. That's important. We want to make sure that we are doing the right thing and representing all people types at all times. We want to make sure that Snow White, which is based off a German countess from the 1500s and is described as, Snow White with jet black hair. We want to make sure she's represented appropriately and accurately, so we're going to make that character played by a person of color. Also, we want to take the time to thank the wonderful CCP for lending us some security from their concentration camp where they house the Uyghur Muslims, right across the street from our production of our crap movie, Mulan. And we want to thank the CCP for lending us these guards, taking valuable time out of their busy day of inflicting horrors upon the Uyghur Muslims and other human rights violations, which I know are a very big part of their responsibilities, to come and play security guard for our little dinky movie. We just wanted to thank them for that. And by the way, guys, we're going to spin up some more merchandise. So if you could, spin up those sweatshops. So if you could crack out those, 50-cent articles of merchandise that we can sell at our amusement parks for $100. We'd really appreciate that. Thanks. And by the way, don't worry. The black character that we have in that movie, we're going to make him really small and shove him into the corner so that you're not offended. And that scene with the two women kissing in that Star Wars movie, we're going to cut that scene out for you guys just to make sure that we appease you. But nothing to see here, guys. We know what we're doing. We're going to make sure that awful icky yucky name Slave One goes bye-bye, because it represents everything wrong and evil. It makes people triggered and think about the fact that they may have been enslaved at some point in their life. Really, Disney? That's what you got? That's what's more important to you? All the stupid things that's going on, and that's what's important. Changing Slave One to Starship. How original. Also, in light of the things that you do, such as getting your merchandise, not your branded merchandise that is, obviously on loan to companies like Lego, but your actual merchandise that you sell at your stores or at your resorts or on your website is pretty much made of actual real slave labor. We would consider it pretty much slave labor. Have you ever heard of Foxconn? Have you ever heard of the people that try throwing themselves off? They're working like 14-hour shifts or some ridiculous thing. They live at that place. At the pee in bottles and all sorts of horrid things. And then they put netting up so people wouldn't, try to leave to their doom or their salvation. Really? Yeah, that's actual kind of like slave labor. They get paid almost nothing. And yet, they are so incredibly virtuous. Oh, here's these Afghanistan roads again. Hold on. Whoa. Oh, gosh. Anyway, they want to tell us that having the name of a freaking starship of, let's be real here, a villain, Boba Fett's not a good guy. In the original trilogy, Boba Fett is what they call a villain. He used to be depicted with Wookiee pelts, braided and hanging from his shoulder. Oh yeah, Jack Sparrow knows a little bit about Star Wars lore. Go figure. And, so Boba Fett's not a good guy. He's not your friendly neighborhood Mandalorian wannabe bounty hunter. The bounty hunters were very depicted as not being very savory characters. They were not good guys. So, kind of going with that bit of logic, it would stand to reason that his ship might have a questionable name. Just saying. Just saying. So anyway, that's really all I had to say, is point out the fact that they're hypocrites. They're douchebags. They're blowhards. Yeah, Disney, how about you bring your business back to the States? Why don't you give jobs, if you really care about all this diversity and inclusion? Why don't you go ahead and bring all the jobs back to make your products back to the States, and then make sure only gay people work there, or women work there, or black people work there? That way, you're putting your money where your mouth is. And you rely on your biggest market. China doesn't like your stuff. If you've noticed, they don't care about your movies. Shang-Li, I think, whatever. Yeah, it ain't doing so well, is it? Mulan? Is that it? Yeah. So Chinese people don't like your Chinese movie? Maybe there's something to that. Maybe pissing off China? Who cares? They're not exactly our friends, but you like them more than you like us. So, hey, why don't you go to, China, or you can stay here and you can hire here. Oh, and by the way, Slave One is a really cool name. It's just a really cool name for a ship, for a villain. He's not a good guy. Yeah. It doesn't make me think of, oh no, he probably has some people that are locked up inside it, and he's a slaver. No, I do not think that at all. Nope. I don't. So, anyway, you have a great day. I'm going to go to work now. I'm going to, I don't put all my eggs in a YouTube basket. I actually work for a living, and this is a hobby. How about that? Whoa. Anyway, you have a great day, and I'll talk to you again real soon.